I forgot to show, record basically me taking apart my fursuit as I'm changing the ear colors. I'm leaving this hair tuft. I'm going to be taking this off, which is attached to the fur itself. Bella, you're kind of in the way. It's okay, Bella. Sit back down. So this is one of the ears right here. When someone put this together, instead of sewing the pieces together, they kind of just use double-sided tape and also hot glue. As you can see, I tore through the fabric. This is not how you're supposed to make an ear. I did not do this. I did remove it. This is the string that was attached to it. This is the fluff that was on it. See, these pieces are on here not because they're sewn on, but because they're glued. This is basically glue on here. And the other thing I need to do is I need to test this material here, figure out how to glue it together, if it's heat resistant, if I could just melt it together with some heat, or put some hot glue or some tacky glue on it. And I have my nose right here, which is got hot glue on it on the inside. It's the same foam material. Yeah, this used to be the nose. Here's another piece of the string. This is some spare fabric I bought a long time ago. I had to use it to kind of patch my paws as the fur was starting to tear away. I have way too much stuff around me. There's another piece of the white piece. It's cold in my house. This is what I'm going to be putting onto the ears. I only have one piece though, so I have to make it count. So it will be going on like this. Not going to be using the full piece, as I want to keep the black on my fursuit. I know it looks it looks like something I can't explain, but you know. I think I have the paw in here. So the paws will be staying the same. I don't know which one I put sewing material on, but I think it was this paw. Because the paws were ripping down the seam where it's been sewed at. I had to basically sew this paw and this paw. What I might do with this black material is cut a lining for the inside. And I will show you once I flip this inside out. As these are not lined, and they shed every time you put them on, which makes it really easy for them to start ripping. when you're sewing an inner liner, you want to attach it to basically where it was sewn at. This is a patch job because it ripped along the seam. So I put some black material and patched it. What I should have done is cut an entire material out and just sewn it on top of this on both sides. So if it ripped, it would be okay. And I'm actually used to using like 3, but this actually has 4. It has 4 fingered. But if you're kind of like me, you can use like 3 hands and it's like a lobster claw. But it's not recommended you do that. I do recommend if you do buy a cheap fursuit to patch it, basically. Look at this. It's just coming apart. And this stuff gets all over your house. It's almost like dog fuzz. So I don't know basically, which one is going to work on this material. So I have my tacky glue, my glue gun sticks, and my heat gun, which is not very good for soldering projects. Do not buy this for soldering projects. Nope. Not recommended. So I'm going to have to unbury my test foam. So I'm going to be putting everything back in my box over here that I got today, because it is material that I do need. At the same time, it's not the easiest to come across these days. So this is my spare material I'm going to be testing the glues on, or the heat gun on, basically. And the reason why my fursuit head is made out of, packing material, packing foam, is because this is $8. This right here is $8. $8. On Amazon, they might have thicker stuff, but this is called foam wrap sheets. So what you do is you take this out, and then whatever you want to wrap in, to pack it, to pack anything. Let's say my phone, my battery charger. Just stick that in there. Just wrap it really nice. Slap some tape on it, throw it in a box, pack it up. If you're moving or packing a Christmas present or something that you didn't want broken. So this is good material though. It's lightweight, it's breathable. So I will be taking probably this piece of scrap here, since this is my scrap. I don't really have a table in front of me. I have my thing sitting on a step stool because I didn't want to be at my kitchen table right now. So it's a very small space to work with. I need to get my glue gun plugged in. I think I bought the wrong glue sticks for this, but hey, I'm a beginner, I am learning. I should have bought a new glue gun. This one is very, very old. but it does work. There is old glue residue in here from the last time I used it, because I don't know how to clean these things out. So I'm just gonna have to let the old glue heat up, and then this also does not have a stand. I don't know why it just doesn't. I'm going to be plugging in well, I guess first what I could do is just try the tacky glue. This is tacky glue. I don't know how long it has to sit and dry for, but I'm just going to pour some on here. Some people like to use wood glue. I could have used wood glue instead of buying this stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna hopefully not pour some out onto my storage container. I don't need them a lot. So yeah, basically you would cut the tip and use the tip, but for me, I'm not going to do that. I'm just testing this stuff. So you got the tacky glue on here. I'm just going to kind of spread it around a little bit. Going to fold it over. See if it's going to stick together and stay stuck. I don't know how long it's going to take to dry or anything. It's my first time doing something like this. And I need to put the hot glue on the electrical outlet. I have to hold this, so I don't know how long it's going to take to heat up. It has no on and off switch, so I gotta press this down. Dun, dun, dun. I'll just set this somehow off the container edge. And the other thing I can do right now is probably turn on the heat gun. Plug it in, turn on. Yeah, I should just set the hot glue on top of that so it stays put. So I'm gonna test my heat out. So this is a complete fail. All it did was shrink it. It was shrinking it. I guess it shrank it, but you know the glue is still sticky and wet. So we will not be using the heat gun on this because all it does is make it shrivel up and shrink. So I guess that's good to know. Oh, hot glue's ready. So I'm just putting the hot glue on here. We'll see how the hot glue holds. I don't know how hot glue takes to dry or anything. I think the hot glue, I'm going to put a little bit more on here. Oops. Well, the hot glue is not that hot on here, but it does do the trick of, I guess, holding it down. As long as you use a lot of it, I guess you'll be fine. Or you could combine the hot glue with the heat gun, probably. And they also make foam sticks, which I didn't have a chance to buy any. But if you have like a low temperature heat gun, you can buy foam sticks to go through here, and you can just apply foam to your project. Which is kind of interesting. The tacky glue is not dried. But the hot glue seems to have dried and it's working perfectly. But I won't know because I'm not really sure how long, tacky glue takes to dry or anything. But yeah, I guess hot glue is the way to go on your styrofoam piece, unless you want to kind of melt it. Yeah, that hot glue really works the best. So I will be gluing pieces together to make them this thick. So about three nice pieces should be the same thickness as this on this side. Which I don't know what type of foam they used or if they used hot glue on this. I think what they're using was double-sided sticky tape, which is a mess when you're pulling it off the ear parts. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Besides, I don't know if tacky glue works or not, and tacky glue, I don't know how long it takes to dry. But yeah, I have another video I have to watch to see where to put the mouth after I take it out of here. So I have to remove this piece, which is foam again. I believe it's foam. I don't know for sure if it's foam. I know this is this material here, which is sewn on to the fabric itself. The eyes are going to remain green, but in the end we will see what I have besides trying to dye some white fabric as soon as I get a little bit of it, because I don't want to damage this, which is already attached to the fursuit head, basically. Which this whole head piece is gonna just come straight off in one piece, and this is glued. Well, it's actually double-sided taped and stitched to a black piece, to this black piece of fabric here. This is not part of the foam head on the inside. The foam head is just one separate piece of just, packing foam, basically, that they've used double-sided sticky tape on and hot glue all over the place, and when you pull the fur off, it's a big mess. So I will also probably be removing this fur tuft, because it's actually just sewn to the fabric itself on the top and not double-sided like it should be, and loose like up here. It's sewn down, and I will be reusing this because I need to I'm remodeling the head, basically. I don't know if I want to leave the tail as is after I've remodeled the head, but I probably will. Or I might chop the tail off of the fursuit and put some elastic in it so it actually, does a curly cue, like my pets have. My pets have curly tails. I like curly tails, like a husky tail or a Pomeranian tail. But I bought some elastic. I don't know how to do a lot of stuff. I'm basically learning. I am learning. Good luck and best wishes.